Welcome to this new scenario on what if Napoleon managed to capitulate Russia. So we're at the peak of Napoleon's power in 1812. Um, the Spanish invasion is happening. Napoleon is in Moscow, and yeah. So firstly, instead of staying in Moscow like kind of an idiot, let's be real here. While it's burning, he actually leaves pretty quickly and goes for St. Petersburg, which he managed to capture it. And with the rest relevant cities being in Finland and the Baltics, Russia surrenders. So obviously, I'm gonna have to do a peace treaty immediately. So this is a peace treaty, So the Duchy of Warsaw is now basically the Kingdom of Poland, Lithuania. A Duchy of Ukraine is created. I mean, technically, it would probably be named the Duchy of Crimea, and Sweden, which was allied with Napoleon, gets against Finland and some of their old land, which yes includes St. Petersburg. Yeah, that's what you get Russia for doing trades with the British. Well, yeah, and totally not overkill, bro. Trust me. So with this death, we got Napoleon coming back to deal with whatever this is, and let's be real here. The Spanish would definitely, I mean, probably not take back all of Iberia, but definitely most of it. Even once Napoleon arrived, like, I mean, when the entire population is against you, there is kind of nothing you can really do about it. And well, obviously the British are going to pour this with money because they basically have infinite money. So even when Napoleon finally arrives, I mean, yeah, sure, he's going to do a lot of things. He's going to manage to actually push back the Spanish. He's probably going to get stuck around some of the rivers, ending it and probably ask for peace, and ending it with a peace deal that probably looks like this. The islands in the Mediterranean being actually next to France, which I mean, sure, the plan didn't do as well, but at least he basically controls the entire Mediterranean Sea. If you don't count the Ottomans, obviously. So as it was planned, Napoleon is going to marry the daughter of the Austrian emperor. So yeah, we have Napoleon in a really good position. His allies being really strong, even if some of them kind of hate each other. Yep. Prussia being humiliated and being really mad about it, about that, the situation. Russia being really, really, really mad about that situation, and the British are making more money, I guess. No, well, obviously, was a Finnish Civil War's happening. I mean, one thing I need to explain was the Spanish colony would still, break away. So, this is just the early super states. But yeah, so the revolts here actually works. Portugal goes through the same fate, Brazil becoming independent, and this is Europe now. So what now? What do we do now? Well, what probably happens now is everyone kind of looks at the Ottomans. I mean, first of all, you got Egypt, which Napoleon really wanted, apparently. I mean, no, but like he did to the, I don't know the English name, La Pierre de Rosette, which was, really useful because now thanks to that, we managed to actually translate hieroglyph, because it was literally the same thing written in Latin or Greek and hieroglyph. So we're like, yes, finally we can translate this. Finally, oh my god, it took us like 2,000 years. But people were really happy, and archaeologists were really happy. Yeah, what now? To be fair, I kind of don't know. Well, he would, well, because the British kind of can't, don't have infinite money. They would probably, do peace treaty, which would last for a few years. And Napoleon would probably have a few children with the daughter of the Austrian emperor. Napoleon would then die because like, so if you want more information about why I think he would die around the same time he did in real life, basically, it was his health, so he would still die, but because France is still better, medical thing that literally this island. Yes, I know, and doing color with the color with the British. I know, I don't care. He was sent there. That's my point. So but he would still die. Um, I don't know when did the Austrian Emperor died. Of this era, but I'll say he died around this period too. I don't know, and no, I don't want to do research because then the scenario would be really really boring. Because if he died later, and yeah. So yeah, that was all for this really, really, really short scenario, about 5 minutes. That was really short, but yeah, that size doesn't matter. But yeah, hope you have a good whatever time of the day you have. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That was Impolo Historian, and see you next time.